today has come to an end, but I wanted to share a quick story with you. I don't think it'll take long. It's in Urdu, and I'll translate it too for those of you who don't know. How many people don't know Urdu? Okay, enough of you. I'll translate also. But it has to do with La yas'aluna nasa ilhafa. They don't beg people. Remember the part of the ayah? Dignified people don't beg. This is actually a friend of mine, Hassan, who studied in Egypt and he's studying in Malaysia now. But when he was studying in Egypt, this happened with him, and he went back to Pakistan after that. So he wrote this to me. अरबों की इस यूनिवर्सिटी में मुझे चंद माह हुए थे कि एक गैर इख्तियारी मजमून ले लिया. I was studying at this Arab university, and I took upon myself to study a unique topic, a difficult topic. सोचा चलो छुट्टियों में भी कुछ पढ़ लूँगा. I figured I'll just study during vacation also. क्लास लगी तो पहले दिन में अकेला था. दरवाजे से एक 55-60 साल बुजुर्ग दाखिल हुए. हाथ में अली तंतावी की किताब थी. I realized I'm the only one in the summer class. And a 60-year-old man walked in, and he had Sheikh Ali Tantawi's book in his hand. He was the teacher, right? So I was like, I'm the only student, he's the only teacher. Okay. कहा तुम अकेले ही हो? अर्ज किया जी हाँ. He said, you're the only one? I said, yeah. किताब खोली और कोई 3 घंटे मुसलसल पढ़ाते रहे. He opened the book, he kept teaching me for 3 hours. जब थक गए तो कहा बाकी कल पढ़ेंगे. When he got tired 3 hours later, he said, we'll study the rest tomorrow. पूछा उस्ताद आप नए हैं यहाँ, पहले नहीं देखा. I asked, Professor, are you new here? I've never seen you before. कहा हाँ चंद दिन हुए आया हूँ. He said, I've just been here for a few days. कहाँ रह रहे हैं? Where are you living? The student asked, my friend asked him, where are you staying? बोले पास ही में. मैंने कहा शाम को भी पढ़ना चाहता हूँ. कहा आ जाना. He said, I live nearby. He said, I'd like to study in the evening, further study in the evening. He said, okay, come over. शाम ढली के इनकी राह चल दिया. When the evening came, I went to him. एक दुकान के ऊपर किराए के छोटे से कमरे में मुकीम थे. He was living in a room rental above a store. You know those little tiny rooms above stores? किताब पढ़ाई तो उनके इल्म के और कमरे की हालत को देखकर मैंने कहा आप यहाँ कैसे रह रहे हैं? When he started teaching me the book, I'm like, this man is so knowledgeable and he's living in this horrible housing. How can that be? How do you live like this? ये आपके रहने की जगह नहीं. This is not appropriate for you to live in. मेरे अपार्टमेंट में एक कमरा खाली है, वहाँ आ जाएं. I have a free room in my apartment. Why don't you move in with me? I told him. He refused. उन्होंने इनकार किया. यूं सामान उठाया और अपने घर ले आए. But then eventually, I grabbed his stuff anyway and brought it into my home. So I forced him to move in with me. लाते हुए मुझे महसूस हो रहा था कि ये मेरे इस कुशादा अपार्टमेंट में कमरा पाकर कितने खुश हो रहे होंगे. I was thinking when he comes into my apartment, he's going to be really happy because it's a nice open apartment and he's living in this tiny room. मैंने ऊपर लाया, इनका कमरा दिखाया और बड़े इत्मीनान से कहा कितना शानदार और वसी अपार्टमेंट है और ये रहा आपका कमरा, यहाँ रहेंगे. I was really happy to show him my open apartment. I took him up to his room and said, this is your room, enjoy. And I was like really feeling confident that he's going to think, yeah, this is a pretty good upgrade. उन्होंने मेरी तरफ देखा और कहा, हाँ बड़ा तो है लेकिन मेरे घोड़ों का इस्तबल इससे बड़ा था. He said, it's pretty big, but the stable for my horses was much bigger than this, a whole apartment. And I'm like, what? Saman rakkar baith gaye. He sat down. मुझे ज़रा हैरत हुई. I got weirded out. मैंने अर्ज़ किया, मैं समझा नहीं. I said to him, I didn't get it. What do you mean? कुछ बताएं अपने बारे में. Could you tell me a little about yourself? बोले शाम से ताल्लुक़ है. He said, I'm from Syria. This was last year, by the way. पूरी जिंदगी वहाँ गुजरी. I spent my entire life there. जद्दी पुश्ती ज़मींदार थे. My ancestry is all people that are landowners. And they have this massive aristocratic family, right? The acres and acres of land. एकरों में ज़मीन थी, वहाँ बागात थे, फल लगे थे. I had acres of land, fruits, gardens. मुझे अदब से दिलचस्पी थी. I was interested in literature because money wasn't a problem because he's, millionaire by inheritance. दर्स और तदरीस से वाबस्ता हो गया. I started learning and teaching. कारोबार की आमदन थी. पूरी जिंदगी पढ़ा पढ़ाया. Business was good, so I just spent my time studying and teaching. एक आलीशान सा घर था. I had a lofty home. Library थी. The home had a library inside. घोड़ों का शौक था. I was interested in horses. दर्जनों घोड़े थे. I had dozens of horses. तालाब था. I had a personal lake. मुलाजिम थे. I had servants. अचानक हालात ख़राब होना शुरू हुए तो कभी-कभी सुबह पढ़ने चला जाता था. When things started getting bad, I only used to go a little while to teach. एक दिन एक दोस्त का फोन आया, घर वापस मत आना. One day a friend called me and told me, don't come back home. उन्होंने तुम्हारे बागात जला दिए. They've burnt down your gardens. घर का सामान भी लूट लिया है. They've robbed your home. और लाइब्रेरी को भी आग लगा दिया. They've burnt down the library too. मेरी लाइब्रेरी जिसमें हजारों किताबें थी. My library had thousands of books, all gone. दोस्त ने बताया बच्चों और बीवी को हमने निकाल लिया था. My friend told me we helped your wife and child escape. Your kids and your wife escape. उन्हें मुंतकिल कर दिया है, वहीं आ जाओ फौरन. We moved them to another place, just come meet us there. कहा मेरे कदमों तले जमीन निकल गई. He said it was like the earth beneath my feet was taken away. भागा के बच्चों के पास पहुंचूं. I ran to get to my kids. दोस्त ने उन्हें कहीं छुपा रखा था. My friend had hidden them somewhere. बच्चे मिले तो दोस्त ने कहा पूरे इलाके में शदीद जंग शुरू हो गई है, इन्हें लेकर चले जाओ. My friend said the war has erupted, civil war has erupted in Syria. You need to take your family and get out of here. कहाँ जाऊं? इसने गाड़ी दी और कुछ पैसे तुर्की की सरहद की तरफ चले जाओ. बच्चे देखकर शायद तुर्की जाने दें. Take this money, take my car, head to the Turkish border. Maybe if they see children in the car, they'll let you through. That's what they said to him. जब सरहद पर पहुंचे तो मुहाफिजों ने आने दिया. The guards let him through when he got to the border. और सरहद के पास एक कैंप में पनाह दे दी. I started living in a camp. वो रात जिंदगी की पहली रात थी जो किसी खैमे में यूं गुजरी हो. It was the first night of my life I lived in a tent like that. फिर आदत हो गई. सोचा क्या करूं? Then I got used to it. I thought, what am I going to do? इस उम्र में नौकरी तलाश की तो यहाँ मिल गई. I started looking for a job and I found a job here. बच्चों को वहाँ छोड़कर यहाँ आ गया हूँ. I've left my kids in the camp in Turkey and I am here now. कुछ पैसे जमा हो गए तो वापस जाकर किराए का मकान लेकर दे आऊँगा. If I have a little bit more money saved, I'm going to go rent a home for them so they can live inside a house. That's what I'm here teaching for. उनकी बातें जारी थीं, होंठ कांप रहे थे. He was talking and his lips were quivering. आंखों में पानी भरने लगा था और लम्हों में सफेद दाढ़ी तर हो गई थी. And as he was talking, his white beard was getting wet with tears. कहा अब छोटे बड़े कमरों से फर्क नहीं पड़ता. He said now it doesn't matter big room or small room. बहरहाल तुम्हारा शुक्रिया और इनायत तुम ले आए. It's nice of you brought me here. इसके बाद वो कई माह मेरे साथ रहे और बड़ी शफकत और मोहब्बत से पढ़ाया. He stayed many months with me, taught me with a lot of love. एक दिन मुझे फ़ोन आया कि मैं शहर से बाहर था. मैं वापस जा रहा हूँ. कैंप में मुकीम बेटी का इंतकाल हो गया. He got a call that my daughter who's living in the camp got sick and she died. I need to go. इनके आखिरी अल्फाज थे. उनके आखिरी अल्फाज अपने my friend who he used to teach, he told him the last words to me, my teacher said were, Ya Hassan sa'arakum fil akhirah. Hassan, I'll see you in the akhirah. I'll see you in the next life. You know? मेरा चंद दिनों बाद पाकिस्तान जाना हुआ. After a few days I went to Pakistan के ख़ानदान की एक मजलिस में शरीक था और उलमा आपस में हम कलाम थे. Hassan went back to Pakistan and he's sitting in a gathering of scholars, Pakistani scholars and imams and people are just discussing. शाम में शियों की बड़ी पिटाई हो रही है. And they're talking among themselves saying, man, the Shias are getting some real beatings in Syria. दूसरे बोले इन खबीसों को अब पता चलेगा. कहीं से आवाज़ आई. And then somebody else said, yeah, these filthy people, now they'll know what's up. We're going to teach them a real lesson. And then somebody said, Sunniyon ko bhi nuksan ho raha hai. And somebody in the gathering said, but Sunnis are getting hurt too. तो कोई बोला कीमत तो अदा करनी पड़ती है. And somebody said, well, you have to pay some price. You know. And he said, मैं खामोशी से सुनता रहा और लौट आया फिर सोचता रहा हाँ कीमत तो अदा करनी पड़ती है लेकिन किसी और को. I kept thinking to myself, yeah, somebody has to pay the price. It's easy to talk about it when it's somebody else though. You know, he's just thinking about his teacher. I wanted to share the story with you not only because we need to be reminded of what's happening in the beautiful land of Syria, but also because there are some incredibly dignified people in the world that Allah knows, and until you were to get to know them more, they would never expose themselves. This is a living example of la yas'aluna nasa ilhafan. They don't come to people begging. They don't come to people asking. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us the eyes with which we can see the people for who they are and to be able to recognize their sima. And may Allah keep us from being jahil, being ignorant. Ignorance is not just ignorance of knowledge, it's ignorance of the states of people and insensitivity to the states of people. May Allah soften our hearts towards them. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.